So today we have a pretty unique multi-tool that has just recently come on the market on AliExpress. And I wanted to go over this because it has a couple features that other multi-tools don't. And I think you need to know about it. So one of the cool things about this tool is obviously it's a wrench, but one of the first things we do notice is that it's a pretty compact wrench. And then it is a little different from Nextool in that the head isn't tilted, it's more of a straight on. And one of the things I appreciate about this design is sometimes when the head is tilted, you can't reach some bolts, nuts and bolts, like some of these, but this one right here actually should work pretty good. Now, I haven't started testing this yet. I will try to test this, and this does open to about 3/4 of an inch or about 2 centimeters. So that's about where it is. And then let's go ahead and measure the length. Comes in about 4¼ inches from the longest point, or about 11 centimeters. Not exactly, a little bit less, but pretty close. Now let's go ahead and weigh this. It does seem to be a pretty lightweight item, and it does come in, let's see here. Oh, that's 112 grams. So let's change this right here to ounces, and it's about 4 ounces. So pretty lightweight. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at some of the other features right here. So we do have a knife. And then one of the things I do feel like this will be an advantage to some people is this is not locking. I know that will be a deal breaker for some, but if you have very strict gun laws or knife laws, that is, that could be an advantage. So I do feel like this wrench seems to be fairly, well, let's see here. Now I'm having issue. Okay, there we go. It was just because I overextended it. But again, I haven't tested this, so I'll have to get back with you on how good it actually works in the field. I have to say that Nextool, I've been using their wrench, and I have used it for industrial size bolts. And anyway, just a sneak peek to the preview, it is doing really good. So we'll see if this one lives up to that or not. Now, one of the other things I think is really fantastic about this tool is it uses 4mm bits. So I get fairly tired with some of these tools using 5mm. It's just a really hard size, almost impossible to get bits for. So I feel like this 4mm size, although it's not my favorite, on a small tool like this, it may make sense because again, it's a lot more pocketable. You can fit a lot more bits on the side, and again, just makes a little bit more sense. So it is magnetic. And then I did want to just mention that you can get kits from Roxxon and Nextool. I guess I know Roxxon you can. And then I was able to find this kit from Nextool. So that might be something you can look into. So the bits don't fit in here. They don't, they're not recessed that much. It's just a very small part, but they do seem to be pretty solid once they fit in there. So there doesn't seem to be an issue with the bits falling out, whether you use them this way or you use them this way. So they seem to fit in there fairly well. And then there is a magnetic bar here, so I wonder if that's part of what happens. Maybe it does magnetize a little bit. It doesn't feel like it, but it might a little bit. And then one of the things I always forget again is these glass breakers. So there is a glass breaker on the end. That's not very important to me, but I feel like that's one of those features they always try to throw in and to say that there's another feature. But I feel like this, again, a very minimalist, very nice EDC pocket-friendly option. Again, I'll have to check out the wrench. Not sure how good this is. But I was sort of captivated by these at the end. I wonder if that will make it easier to grip some things or not. I don't know. We'll have to see in the field. how it works, but a wrench is something I use all the time, adjustable wrenches, so that will come in handy. All right, let's talk about price. So for me, this comes in $10.36 on AliExpress. I can't remember if there was shipping or not. So a lot of times it actually was free shipping. And then get this. So the name for this on AliExpress is Outdoor Multifunctional Universal Tool EDC Multifunctional. I've already heard that name once. Wrench, screwdriver, bottle opener. Bottle opener? I don't know where. Maybe that's the bottle opener right here. Who knows? Anyway, bottle opener, broken window, emergency folding tool. So very, very different, but that is how they describe this tool. And yes, actually this right here is your bottle opener. So I don't know if I've ever seen that on a plier specifically designed for opening bottles. So there you go. I guess they're so desperate to add that function that it comes in there like that. Now the box I got, either I crushed it up or it came crushed up like this. I'm not sure which, but this is basically all in a language I don't understand. Maybe some of you will understand this language, but I don't. So pretty self-explanatory. I don't think there's too much more on the box I can learn than what I've already shared with you. It does come with a pouch, probably one of the worst pouches I've ever seen. Very, very lightweight, just really nothing to talk about, but it might last for a week or two. So, but the tool itself, I am a little bit more impressed than I thought I would be. Again, 4mm bits, that's a win. And then the small size, how the wrench opens this way, all those are wins. But again, we'll have to put it to use, and I will try to come back in a month or so and let you know how it worked.